I got one. Here we go. Nice. You like my Dropshot tube. There we go. Get him to the boat. Oh, he's all kinds of mad. Here we are. Look at this guy. You like my Dropshot tube. Today I'm going to show you what kind of gear to use, how to rig it up, and then I'm going to take you out on the water. I'm going to show you all the different techniques you can use to catch fish with a Dropshot tube. Hey folks, Glenn May here with BassResource.com, and today I want to talk to you about drop shotting a tube. Yeah, a tube jig. This is it. This is what we're talking about. Now, if you're not sure how to rig this, I've got a video here on how to do it. It's linked underneath this video. You can take a look at that and how to rig all this up. And today, though, we're going to talk about the equipment that we're going to use, the terminal tackle, and then how to fish it. So first off, I've got this about, I've got the Dropshot weight here, and I've got it about 18 inches, and then I have the hook here. Now, the reason I have so much here is, during the summer months and in clear water, you want to go with a longer leader. That way, because the fish are a little bit more off the bottom, they're a little more aggressive. The higher you get it off the bottom, they're going to come a little bit further distances to go after it. If you're fishing in dingy water or it's in the winter when they're a little more hunkered down and sticking to the bottom, then you want to shorten up that leader a bit. Maybe go to about 10 inches or so, 8 inches. But with this, in the summertime, you can go with 18 inches, maybe even 24 inches. Keep in mind too, also, we're throwing this out and reeling it back in. So it's going to be at an angle to the bottom of the lake. So even though you may have 18 inches here, you don't have as much distance off the bottom that you think you do. If the bottom, say, is right here, think about that. Instead of it being this far off the bottom, it's going to be like this. So maybe instead of 18 inches, it's going to be more about 8 inches off the bottom. And if you have a real short leader, well, you're basically just hugging the bottom and you're not getting the benefit off of a drop shot. So I don't believe in anything less than 8 inches. Just that defeats the purpose of a drop shot. So 18 inches here, you can go longer if you want. I'm fishing it on, real light line, 6-pound test, light wire. This is only a 1/0 hook, thin wire. So you don't want to use heavy line on this because you'll just straighten the line out or straighten the wire out if you do that. And to match it, we're using a medium light action spinning outfit here. Again, real light action, real limbo rod tip here, so it's going to give on this light setup. You use a heavier action rod, a medium heavy or something like that, then all you're going to do when you set the hook and you fight the fish back to the boat is you're just going to straighten that hook out. So matching the gear with the line and the hook, that's paramount to drop shotting. Okay, so now you know the gear and what to use. Now let's go out and fish it. All right, so what I have here is an area that's mostly rocky bottom with some scattered weeds. Great place to be fishing the drop shot tube. All we're going to do is we're going to cast it out there. We're not going to throw it really hard. It just takes a lob cast. Real nice and easy. If you throw it too hard, you might even throw the bait off the hook because, again, we just have it nose hook, so it's not a real hard cast. Sometimes even just a underhanded cast is all it takes. Now when you first cast it out there, you want to watch the bait as it falls. Sometimes the fish will hit it when it falls, so pay real close attention to that line as it's entering the water, as the weight is getting down to the bottom. If you see that line twitch, pop, jerk, do anything odd, just reel down and set the hook. And because it's an exposed hook, you don't have to set the hook really hard. You don't have to jerk it, because if you do, you might even break the line or straighten out the hook. So instead, it's just a real easy hook set. You just lift. Just lift rapidly. Some people just reel really hard. Some people do a sweep set. It's not a very hard hook set, and it doesn't take much to get that light wire hook to penetrate past the barb and you have the fish. So here's how you fish it. Just cast it out there. And this is what I'm doing. I'm watching that line. I've flipped the bail over. I've got the rod down near the surface, or pointed down, so I'm ready to set the hook in case it gets bit. And now when it's on the bottom, this is what I want you to do. Just reel up the slack and then just hold it in place. Don't move it. Don't move at all. And you might think that bait isn't moving at all, but it is. Try to take your hand and hold it steady in front of you for like 30 seconds, as steady as you can. there's going to be some movement. No one can hold it perfectly still. You're not a mannequin, so your hand is moving. And that movement's going to be transmitted down the rod, down the line to the bait. In addition, in the water, there's current. Even if it's a lake, there's still current, whether it be wave action, wind driven, something like that, but the water's always moving. It's never stagnant. That's going to move the bait as well. Light breeze, a little chop on the water, that's going to be tapping against your line, and that'll be transmitted to the bait as well. So it's always moving, even if you're holding still. And this is a real subtle approach. It's a methodical way of fishing. This is how you entice, you know, a reluctant fish to bite. Just hold it in place. Hold it for as long as you can stand it. There's no real set rule, but this is a real slow, methodical way. So the slower, the better. You cannot fish it too slow. And once you want to move it, all you want to do is just lift up on the rod tip, let it fall right back down to the bottom, and then hold it steady again. Don't even move it at all. One thing you can do is while it's sitting in there is you might want to part a little bit of action after you've let it sit for a while is just shake the rod tip just like that. Just let it bounce. It just takes a little bit of action, not much at all. And then let it stop again. Just let it sit. I can't tell you how many times you'll be sitting here and all of a sudden your rod tip will bend. They'll just swim off with it. You can just shake it again just a little bit and let it sit. Sometimes you can move the bait. What you're trying to do is shake the bait, not the weight. Keep that in mind. Shake the bait, not the weight. But even when you do that, you're still moving that weight just a little bit, and you are moving it across the bottom. But you can also shake it while you lift up and let it drop again. But primarily, I just like to do it while it's sitting there in place. Now the areas I'm going to fish this, they differ by the season. In the summer and in the wintertime, most of the fish are out on the main lake, they're out in deeper water. So during those times of year, I'm going to target main lake points, rocky humps. I'm going to fish rock piles. I'm fishing ledges, creek channels, drop-offs, anywhere where the creek channel swings in near the shoreline. Those are the places that I'm going to be fishing this during those times of the year. Now in the spring and in the fall, the fish move up shallow to feed. So I'm going to go on the backs of coves, back of creek channels, protected bays, flats. Grassy flats are one of my favorites, secondary points. Those are the type of things I'll be targeting during those times of the year. If you do it with this outfit, again, you have to find the fish. So don't think you're going to catch a ton of fish if you haven't found them yet. But once you find them, you can pick apart that area and catch a bunch of fish. You're going to have a whole heck of a lot of fun. For more tips and tricks like that, visit BassResource.com. Hey, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you want to watch more videos like this, click one of the images on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.